If you also want to make a donation to the nation, ain't no better nation to donate than Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. That's right. Cash App. $ Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. One word. Make sure you leave the donation. It goes right here to the channel. We'd appreciate any help you guys can do. We do this all for love. We do it all for free. And we do it out of pockets. So we just take the word free out. The only thing free around here is showing up around. That's it. Everything comes out. Best Buck Wild remixes of all time, Volume 1. You're currently watching Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Round number 2, we have solo artists going against solo artists. That's right. We just had the previous groups, the Alcoholics, going up against Channel Live. That means it's time for solo artists to go against solo artists. It just so happens to be that way. Let's talk about round number 2. A little song we all know and love. Again, we talked about it earlier during the presentation. Grand PUBA, I Like It. You know what I mean? Off that 2000 album.
That was a dope album.
That was a very dope album.
That was a dope album.
Shout out to Mark Spark on the original. You know what I mean? There came a time with someone in that office, you know, probably somebody A&R related or somebody, you know, just with a budget that said, you know what? We need to do a remix. And we got one. And it was on the vinyl as well on the B-side with the instrumental. We're going to go ahead and play again. I Like It, Grand PUBA, the remix, going up against Lord Finesse, Hip to the Game remix.
Oh, my.
Let's go. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes.
Yeah.
Beats and Rhymes.
My man Stud Doogie Love, dropping 2000. Dig the way this go down. Check it. I hit a flow all dipped in low. Sit back and sip mo as I count my dough. Grand PUBA Maxwell, Doogie, coming with the New York. We keep it real like jail when we might talk. Honeys know cause when I'm in a set, Grand PUBA is the one who makes they stink box wet. So let me tell you something, lady, when your flow is floating, it's all creaming, baby. I made this one for the honeys in the party to find a hearty and dance body to body. Step 1, first you grab honey by the waist. Step 2, then you move out of ghetto place. Step 3, then you look a dead in the face. Step 4, now it's time to leave this place. Hold up, be careful of the cheesers, the teasers, the one who wants the money and the visas. I'ma tell honey straight off the back, but please don't even go there with that. Dig it. This was designed to make the spine in your back whine. Grand PUBA, nice setup for you every time. And you say New York City. And you say New York City. And you say New York City.
Get that Sadat verse.
And you say Grand PUBA's a great friend of mine. Took a young boy who was dead ass, told him a little something. The young boy grew to be the X. One for All was the #1 joint one summer. Can you remember? Everyone had it. That shit was banging. Now it's the 9 nickel when I'm swinging with 2000. Drinking Cristal, ride the range, thinking straight. Me and PUBA's like the hard act to follow. Watch young rappers wild out, eventually file out. Cause they don't know how to get that dough. Just cause a nigga say his record went gold, don't mean he got that money control. Reunion album to the highest bidder. 300,000, go ahead, use a kidder. Cause the boys right here is holding out for half a brick. And you say New York City. And you say New York City. And you say New York City. And you say. Check it out.
Hey, you wanna hear PUBA singing? You know what to do during the vote. Leave your vote in the chat. Leave your vote in the chat.
I'm hip to the game. Right. Always be the same. True. Cause while I'm broke, I got fame, sunshine, and rain. Ain't a damn thing changed. I'm hip to the game. Right. Always be the same. True. Cause while I'm broke, I got fame, sunshine, and rain. Ain't a damn thing changed. I fell off that's what some figure. You better see Mary Blige and get the 411, nigga. I rock rappers frequently. I'm like Stevie Wonder. I can't see a brother beating me. Wanna throw joints, you get spanked, fella. Wanna talk dope? I'm seeing more cash in a bank teller. Wanna talk girls, you can't follow this. I've been through more skins than the average dermatologist. I'm no joke on a fast or slow tip. Pockets stay so thick, be on some down low shit. I turn them C's red fast. I never sell out, fuck that, yo, I'm dead ass. I'm rolling like TNT. When it comes to this, ain't another brother seeing me. That's why opponents always get scared, cause I make brothers go, well, yo, now that's that
I'm
shit,
hip to the game, right?
always be the same. Cause whether I'm broke or got fame, sunshine or rain, ain't a damn thing changed. I'm hip to the game,
Right.
always be the same. Cause whether I'm broke or got fame, sunshine or rain, ain't a damn thing changed. Brothers better lounge when I pass through town.
You better recognize.
Don't know, better ask around. Word life, I'm not a new figure. They say good things come to those who wait. I'm overdue, nigga. I lounge and rock tunes the way I be saving the day. Give me a cape and a costume. But no, it's not Batman, it's the original black man. That goes back like the Gap Band. I don't run scams, got dumb fans, yo, I'm one man that's quick to toast a nigga like a suntan. People wonder what I rock against, shit. Rap without finesse is like life without oxygen. It's no quiz, I get biz, you know what the deal is. Rap ain't shit if it ain't real, kid. Can a rapper outplay me?
Do you think, kid?
Word life, no
I'm
doubt,
hip to
baby.
the game, right?
I'll always be the same. Cause whether I'm broke or got fame, sunshine or rain, ain't a damn thing changed. I'm hip to the game,
Right.
I'll always be the same. Cause whether I'm broke or got fame, sunshine or rain, ain't a damn thing changed.
I literally feel how Hobo feels. He says it like, skip this round. I would feel that way too if I had to vote because it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, make sure you leave your vote. There's an official voting booth if you're watching us in the chat right now. Again, if you watch us live at 8 p.m. on Mondays, every Monday, it's guaranteed. Right? It's pretty much guaranteed. We've been doing this for years. You don't miss out on a Monday night here. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Like I said, you get your vote in, you get your say. Cassette Bay in the building. She already put her vote down. I've seen it. She voted. Like I said, we're talking best BUCKWILD remixes of all time, volume 1. Currently, round number 2. I Like It by Grand PUBA featuring Sadat X. Disgusting. The original is fire as well.
The original
I love
is
the
so
original
fire,
too.
bro.
Yeah, I love the original.
Yeah.
Love
Very
the original.
summer vibe.
For
And
sure.
then, like I said, then you got Hip to the Game, another summer vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just, and I believe the original version of Hip to the Game, which is produced by Lil Finesse, is the version that Mac Miller's had the incident with, right? With the whole rest in peace,
Yeah,
Mac
that he
Miller.
got sued for.
Yeah, he got sued
Yep.
for that. The rest in, I've actually they figured out a settlement. But rest in peace, Mac Miller. That was a very dope
AT&T
track.
first, because I think AT&T used it first.
Oh, you absolutely he got paid twice. I think you
Yeah,
absolutely
AT&T used
used
it
it
first.
once.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s on a commercial, he got to see his joint on
for
television. He said, I remember this is when like Sprite and all these like big corporations were like, we're gonna start using hip hop like in our commercials. And this is AT&T, like some kind of like cell phone commercial. It was background music.
It's
It wasn't even
background
like
music, yeah.
It wasn't pay attention to the beat. It really
Yeah.
wasn't. If you paid attention to, you were like, oh,
That's the Lil Finesse. Yep.
And then I think he had the same experience. Like, hey, that's me.
Clearly, Lord Finesse paid attention. He's like,
I remember the article. I remember the article. They were like, aren't you being petty? By he's like, nah. He's like, first of all, if I sample something from theirs, he's like, they be coming running up. They be a mile a minute. They be coming at me like, yo, you owe. He's like, so absolutely. He's like, they owe me money.
Yep.
And he got paid off that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got paid off that.
because he's hip to the game.
Triple C, with that being said, who do you got? We're talking about I Like It, Grand PUBA versus Hip to the Game, Lord Finesse. Who do you got, bro?
I got BUCKWILD.
You got BUCKWILD. Fair enough.
What machine he used?
SV1200.
It doesn't matter because it's hip to the game. I'm going with
Hip to the Game. Aye, Triple C put it down his first vote right here. Trip to the game.
Trip to the game.
saying?
Nice.
Let's talk about it like Infamous. I Like It. Hip to the Game. Who do you got, sir?
I know it's kind of tough, man. I think we have to think about the originals of these records.
Okay,
If the remix made the original better, right? It was.
I mean, if that's the hill you want to stand on, I like that argument. Go ahead. So the Mark the Spark was the original. I like it. Very fire, very summer kind of driven. I feel like kind of vibe. And the Hip to the Game, the Lord Finesse original we just talked about, ended up in commercials, and Mac Miller himself used it on a freestyle, which became very popular. Are you saying were these songs elevating those records?
Yeah, because that was the point of the remix was to elevate it, bring another angle to the record.
It could be.
I'm gonna have to go with Hit to the Game just because I love the original. So I like it by Grand PUBA so much, and I felt like that remix didn't do anything for me to get hyped about.
You're right.
Other than the original. I'm not saying that it's horrible or it's a bad thing,
sure.
but just love the original so much. It's like, nah, I'd rather listen to the original.
Well, that's interesting. Did you say that? Because to your point, I like the criteria you used, but I like the original to Hip to the Game way more than this remix. Personally.
Is that your vote, by the way? Is that your vote?
Ah.
Oh. How you make a statement like that? Now you gotta.
I'm saying I like that. I like the original better than this remix, but I like this remix better than I like the remix too. I like it, so I'm gonna go with the Hip to the Game.
Okay. Understand. I get you. Hobo. I get you. I hear you.
Yeah, a little bit of a cul-de-sac there. I went halfway.
What?
Halfway down.
You eventually pulled over, though.
Damn, kid, you put the front of the Chrysler in front of the damn cul-de-sac.
I parked in someone's driveway right now. I had to make a that way. People don't like that.
They be like, "Who's that?"
Right. Who that?
Math is mathing, but we're gonna find out everybody's vote regardless. Cool Breeze, what are you thinking about between these two records?
I like both of them joints, but I'm going to go with I Like It on this one.
What is it about that one?
That beat, man. That beat was it was I've heard it before, but it was like a very familiar beat. But it seemed like it was like it could have been like an old game show beat or something like that, or like an old show or something. And I just kind of like the melody of the beat. So I like that beat a little bit better than the other.
Fair enough. We got that voting right here. We got one last vote to go. Shout out to the chat. They talking about collector's items. I mean, I guess because we talked about the Sprite involvement or the corporate involvement that was going on in hip hop at that time. I think they talking about the Sprite cans that had the artists on the sides.
Yeah.
They had Rakim. They had Common, I think, right? They had I feel like they had Mac 10.
I think Nas was on it too.
Was it Mac 10 involved or something like that?
P-Rock and Seal Smooth did one. They did a commercial, right?
P-Rock and Seal Smooth. Well, that's a whole. Yeah, see, that was a whole different campaign because I think. Wait, who's the one that did the Voltron? Weren't there ones that were doing like a Voltron?
I remember that. Was that Sprite though that did it with Voltron?
I don't know. Might have been a different song.
Yeah, I think it was all Sprite.
I think it's all Sprite. Different. I think we're talking about different campaigns.
Black
same
folks like
company.
Yeah. Because the P-Rock and Seal Smooth one was earlier than the later one with the.
Because I do remember something with Mac 10. I do remember something.
Yeah.
He was dressed up, but what he's talking about the P-Rock and Seal Smooth.
The Voltron one was Fat Joe, Mac 10, and Goody Mob and Common.
Yo, and they had another with Angie Martinez and somebody else.
Yeah, the Venom.
Well, the one that Scam was talking about with P-Rock and Seal Smooth, around that same time, your man Grand PUBA had one as well. And I think his was probably the most popular one, as a matter of fact. I got a Sprite in my right hand, got the Doom in my left. So, he was coming up the top of his head with that shit. You remember that shit? Large Professor's in there?
I do, yeah.
Large Professor's in there.
It was like a black and white, shot in black and white, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, I think it was in color. Because he had them colors.
Mm-hmm.
PUBA was that guy. Because I remember he was flashy. I just remember that shit. Either way, Grand PUBA been Maxwellin for years. You know what I'm saying?
Very it was Nas, Karis won the Lost Boys, MC Shan, Large Professor.
Wow.
That's another one because like I said, we they didn't mention PUBA yet or P-Rock Seal Smooth. I remember those as well.
Sprite was culture vulturing, weren't they?
Well,
depends how you cash in early.
No, they know.
Well, depends how you look at it, because you got to figure it's money in their pocket, right? It's like they're definitely using them for the clout to try to sell Sprite. But
hip hop soda, man.
But like I said, like you these guys are probably in their 20s at this time. They're like, yo, you trying to be on probably international TV campaign.
Yeah,
Like, what's
ain't
going
nobody
on?
gonna say no to that at the time.
Like, what you mean? They're paying for all the marketing. Your face everywhere because they say so, and you get some bread. Now, granted, they probably didn't get paid what they should have got paid, but at the same time, these guys were young and probably didn't even have the stats they have today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But last but not least,
98, 90. That was 98 when
there
that
you
came
go.
out.
Yeah, that was that campaign. The P-Rock system one was like maybe like 95, 94, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, remember, we also talking about like Saint Eyes having a whole mixtape,
Yeah,
with some of your
That was
favorite artists
94
all
also.
over that
That was
shit.
94 also.
And that was in 94 too. And we're talking about malt liquor with a lot of your favorite artists all over that shit. More than once.
And they had the special
Shout out to the St. Ides. We gotta do an episode about that shit. About these kind of things. These little hip hop corporate, whatever they are. Last but not least, DJ Scandals. What do you think about? I like it and hip to the game. Again, the math is mathing, but
I mean, this is actually very, very tough, man. I like both of these records for different reasons, and I hear all the great points that everybody made. I think for this, I'm gonna go with I like it though. I kind of just like that joint. I like that one. Just it's a different vibe from the hip to the game. I mean, but the hip to the game, like I put in the chat, who used it better? Was it Pete who used it better, or was it BUCKWILD used it better? Who used the Minnie Riperton joint?
Who did Pete use it for?
Pete, give me yours with AZ.
Give me,
just give. Why don't you?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Same sample.
Why you do that to BUCKWILD? Why you had to put Pete in it?
No, I'm just saying. No, because I mean, again, all this is was that. Remember, those two guys were getting the most work back then.
A lot of the remixes, we're talking specifically remixes.
They were getting the most work, and of course, also, it happens in hip hop, right? Some guys will use the same sample. It's happened more than once. And it will continue to happen. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes who made the better version or which versions you like more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, one of the dope things about hip hop, you can give the same sample to 7 producers and you're gonna get 7 different records. The same exact sample.
I mean, I got one more for you. Music, period. 12 notes. And look where we are, 2025.
Yeah.
Pardon me, 2026. And just look at all the different loads of music that are out there.
I was just gonna say real quick, OC Born to Live and P-Rock and Still Smooth take you there. Same.
There you go.
Same Rising to the Top sample, but just used differently.
Same time too. Like there was like same year. Born to Live. Ooh, that shit was fire. BUCKWILD again.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't it? It was BUCKWILD, I think.
That was BUCKWILD, yeah.
Who did the other one? P-Rock. P-Rock, yeah. All right, fair enough. We got the votes in. What were the results in the voting booth in the chat, DJ Hobo?
Ooh.
Oh, did you forget?
No. What? I don't forget, brother.
What kind of a year is it going to be?
60% to 40% for the I Like It remix.
Oh, really interesting.
Word. 1995 was a great year for hip hop. The 90s period. Let's just stop.
Period. Yeah.
All right. The majority of these songs back here on this artwork I got for this BUCKWILD shit, these are all like 90s related kind of songs right here. And interesting to say that in the chat, Grand PUBA's I Like It takes home the win. But when it comes to this room right here, in terms of the vote and what songs get moved forward on the list of best BUCKWILD remixes of all time, Volume 1, Hip to the Game by Lord Finesse, again, the fellow GITC brother. Let's see his record move on. Round number 3 coming up right now. Again, Monday nights, it goes down. Check us out. Like, subscribe, comment. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Don't forget to check out the merch. Let's see if we